keep forgetting to push record, and I've been putting some of this together. Unfortunately, some of it was going to be more thought process assembly, and you guys probably don't want to watch that anyway. But here's a little bit of a recap of what we've got going on here with the. This is a little recap of what we've got going on with the body, mated to the engine, mated to the chassis, and pretty much everything's coming together. Here's a little bit of a look down inside. I'm going to accompany this with some photos so you can see it. I don't know how close I can get before it goes out of focus, but that looks pretty reasonable. Got us a little bit of a Sunday night off to skip out on work and go home and put this bad boy together. So anyway, just a little bit of an update, and I'm going to go ahead and assemble a couple of videos made out of the process of these last few nights of working on this thing. It's coming together. It's coming together quick. Next couple steps, and I'm about to jump on those, are going to be the underside, the exhaust, and the suspension and drivetrain. So should have this thing pretty much looking like the real deal sometime here in the next couple hours. So stay tuned. I'm going to keep this thing rocking and try to document as much of this as I can. Alright, enjoy. Apply glue. I do my best to try to stick it in place there where the actual application of the piece is going to push the glue where I want it instead of where I don't want it. So instead of putting the glue onto the assembly here itself, I put it where it's going, and I'm going to slide this guy in to meet the glue well inside the body of the vehicle here, and that way I get a nice clean fit, and hopefully not a whole lot of mess, and nothing coming out that I don't need. So get that guy in there and give it a little squeeze. Hopefully everything's making good solid contact. All my key lines that I'm looking for are all looking good. And the cool thing about CA glue is it does set in a hurry, so once it's in there, I mean, you can break it loose if you have to, but shoot, you don't want to. Here's a little something I picked up along the way. I did all these chrome pieces with Alclad 2, and while it does spray really fantastically, I found it to be very fragile, even with a clear coat over top of it. So in my dismay, I had an idea, just kind of came to me, that I've seen what permanent marker, like Sharpie markers, look like when you put them on top of something that's chrome looking, like plastic. And strangely enough, it looks very much like the way this Alclad 2 looks. And I can patch up these holes that have come up in the bumper and some of the chrome stress-free. Black it out like a touch-up paint. I cannot believe it's working, but for the most part, I'm pretty impressed. There we go. See those little spots coming through? Knocking them right out. Boom, boom, boom. Sharpie marker. Touch up. Anyway, there we go. Looks like we've got a grill. We've got, I'm holding it up where you can't see it. We've got a grill. We've got a front end of a mean looking car. Now that I've got everything put together, I'm finding that the hood doesn't fit quite as nicely as it did during the initial mock-up stages. It goes on there pretty well, but to make it really fit convincingly, it looks like I'm going to possibly have to do a little bit of trimming. But I'm not going to do that until the absolute last minute. It looks like I can maybe relieve it just a little tiny bit towards the front. It would get me a better fit. Anyway, that's kind of a good idea what it's going to look like there. And I'm probably going to display this thing hood off anyway, so I may just put the hood up on a little stand next to the car in its display, whatever that may be. But it's a tight fit to get it over that blower, that's for sure. So I'll probably, just because it came out real blingy, I might just put it there on an angle or something. We need to mount it this way. But hey, whatever. There we go. Alright guys, we're going to look on the bottom now and get this thing underway. I chose not to go crazy detailed on the bottom just because I had already put so much work into some of the other parts that I just felt like maybe just kind of expediting it and getting it done, knowing that it's not going to be 100% perfect already. It's just a really cool model I'm really excited about in every way, shape, or form. I mean, you look at that thing, that's definitely not box stock. So, I mean, you look at that thing, there isn't a part of that I didn't modify to some degree. So, being that it's kind of a table's top, you know, I'm going to go ahead and hook it up with a pretty sweet exhaust and a whole lot of detail that I've already done to the suspension. So, we're going to let those things shine and not worry about the chassis and let the chassis speak for itself. Alright, I'm going to pause now, go ahead and get my next moves together, and I'll be back.